Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Bravo and Blaze with Jenny Blaze, your weekly live stream where we blaze through all things Bravo and beyond. Before we dive in, I want to give you a quick reminder to make sure you're subscribed on YouTube at Jenny Blaze. Hit the like button, share this with your Bravo besties. Follow everywhere on social media at Bravo and Blaze and leave a 5-star review for the podcast. It's the freest way to help support this show. And just so we're clear, this is all for entertainment purposes only. These are my opinions. That's my opinion, based on public information. And we're here to laugh, vent, and bond. Blaze, Bravo, Bond, all good things start with B. So be cool. Don't be all like uncool. We're also live right now, which means you can drop your hot takes in the chat. I'll do my best to read them throughout the show. Today, we're catching up on 2 weeks of the Bravo TV lineup, plus new episodes of Real Housewives of London on Hayu, and a quick check-in with Project Runway on Hulu. I just love that show. Okay. Hold on. But first, before we get to the Bravo TV lineup, I don't know if you heard, but I am divorced. I've been announcing this loud and proud on social media. I feel like what I imagine Karen Huger feels like this week getting out of prison. Is that how other people feel? I need to know. But I'm so excited. I'm going to keep telling everyone. I'm wearing it with a badge of honor, or as a badge of honor. Like I said, I've been hard launching my new divorce era, and the timing couldn't be more perfect because Fandom Bitch is the satirical fiction I've been working on. It's based on true events about a woman, a mother who starts a podcast in the wild world of the drama TV fandom. What is drama TV, you ask? It's a fictional network that airs all kinds of reality shows. Mostly they're True Wives franchises in different cities, but they've also got shows like Montauk Manor, where a bunch of hot people share a gorgeous house on the ocean while partying their weekends away. Fandom Bitch follows Juno Monroe as she navigates this chaotic new world of drama lebs, PR people, creators, podcasters, trolls, even true wives catfishing her. It's nuts. It's wild. Episodes 1 and 2 are available to stream on last week's episode of Bravo and Blaze, excuse me, the audio podcast, and on YouTube and on Patreon. But episodes 3 and on are exclusively on Patreon. If you want the full story, the tea, the trolls, the chaos, basically everything that's been going on for like the last 3 years. Join today at patreon.com/Bravo and Blaze. What's up? I see Max is here. Hi, Max. Happy Friday. Okay. First up, we have Below Deck. Like I said, we missed 2 weeks because Fandom Bitch episodes 1 and 2 premiered last week. So we got to catch up. We had season 12, episode 13, Talk Derby to Me. The episode description is Kyle has an emotional hangover after his targeted speech at the crew night out. Rainbow snitches on Solane to Fraser, and Solane finally confronts an avoidant Jess. Jess struggles personally and professionally. And I'll read the next episode description. Season 12, episode 14, Nobody puts baby brakes in the corner. Fraser takes drastic measures to deal with Solane, causing tension with the Deckies. Solane takes her frustrations to the top. The deck team is under immense pressure as they med more for the first time as a team. Oh, is med more that complicated docking? I had no idea what was going on. What's up, Just Kelly in our chat? Okay, I'm gonna look up what I tweeted because that will help me remember. It'll refresh my mind. Let's see. Would any of you come up with a derby theme for your private chartered yacht? That theme probably would never come to my mind. Also, the more I see about Rainbow, the more I have this like motherly instinct to want to adopt her and nurture her. And I'm also a little scared of her. But I just feel like she's had it kind of rough with her upbringing. I don't think she got enough love. And I don't think she's a bad person. I think she is probably a really good person and has a really good heart, but she grew up in an environment where that wasn't, I don't know, it just seems like a toxic environment that she grew up in. What else? Oh my God, I can't believe Karen Huger is out of jail. Oh yeah, so they have this like complicated docking, which I kind of want to go back and try to figure it out, how he was explaining it. He said that you need 2 anchors to, I guess, maybe do like a 3-point turn, the equivalent of a 3-point turn, but with a big yacht. And they were so close to the other boats. I had no idea what was going on, but I want to know. I want to go back and figure it out. Solane, I've had about enough of her. I'm done. She has been lazy. She's been hooking up with everyone, disregarding their feelings, just sloppy. She thinks she's on Love Island still, but she's not. I just couldn't believe that she had the nerve to say to Captain Carey, did you make a rule about me not to talk to me or whatever? And while they were all eating in front of everyone, I was like, this girl is out of her goddamn mind. Who does that? Who raised you? If that was me, Captain Carey handled it really well because he really didn't do anything. But just the gall alone, if I was Captain Carey, I'd probably be like, no, but I'm about to, starting with, I don't know, maybe Solane is not allowed to sit here during lunch. I'm just kidding. That's mean. But damn, girl, you shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I could not believe that. Freezer needs to get her together. Yeah, there wasn't that much else that stood out to me, but the king crab legs for crew meal. I don't know if it was lunch or dinner, but sign me the fuck up. That's like my favorite. That, I think king crab legs may be one of my love languages. I just love them. Okay, anything else on Below Deck? Monday is my favorite Bravo night because I like Below Deck and the McBee Dynasty, but Below Deck is kind of like fading out for me. I think we've reached the pinnacle, the peak of messiness, sloppiness. We've seen so many boatman's hookups. It's like, where do we go from here? This charter season needs to end so these people can like go get therapy or whatever. But speaking of things ending, I really am sad about the McBee Dynasty ending. Like, I think I liked Mondays the most because of the McBee Dynasty. I don't know if I can say Mondays are going to be my favorite Bravo nights anymore. I see Real A Camilla on Instagram. She said Kyle or they, I don't know their pronoun, but Kyle is broken. That's for sure. He needs, I don't know what he needs, but he is going through something. But let's move on to the McBee Dynasty. Season 2, episode 9. I'm going to read the last 2 episodes. I'm sad. Russian invasion. Galina vies for an invitation to Jesse and Allie's wedding. The claws come out when Masha invades Galina's work event. Jesse struggles whether to ask Allie for a prenup. With a $6 million payment due, harvest season comes to an end, leaving everyone wondering if their work was enough. Oh my God, this show. I'll just read the next episode description and then we'll talk about it. Season 2, episode 10, Wedding Bells and Jail Cells. Jesse and Allie's big day has arrived. Galina throws Jesse and Allie's wedding day into a fit of chaos when she has a troubling encounter with the police. An update to the FBI's investigation is revealed. The newest member of the McBee family arrives. Oh my God, this show is my favorite hate watch. I don't know. Maybe it'll turn into a love watch. Max said, "Good morning, Galina." Yes, Galina is my favorite. This really should be called the Galina Show. I'm actually mad at myself for not referring to it as that. Okay. I was floored when Galina texted Christy about going to Jesse's wedding. Like, I don't think I would go to that length. But also, I don't know. This whole dynamic is so weird because before she was trying to be a part of the family via Steve Sr.'s partner, being his romantic partner and business partner. Obviously, that didn't work out with Masha entering the picture. So, what is she clinging on to in regards to her relationship with the McBees? Like, she has a portion of this business that she owns. So she could, I wonder if anyone ever talked about them, the McBee family, buying Galina out. And then Galina getting a huge payment, which I don't think they have the money for, but maybe they get a loan because they made that $6 million payment. I don't know. Maybe their credit is getting better. They chipped down their 80 million debt to 74 million. That's not bad. It's a good start. I wonder what Galina's payout would be, though. And would she take it? I personally, that would be the first thing. If I was Galina, I'd be like, pay me, I'm out. Leave me the hell alone. Because then Galina can go start whatever she wants. She can start her own business. She started allegedly, I don't know if she was a cleaning lady or the receptionist, but she worked her way up. So I feel personally that she could thrive on her own. Probably way better than with these losers. I just love Galina so much. And then at this grand opening of the car wash, Masha shows up and claims she's like helping with social media or something. I don't know. Galina is not having it, which I don't blame her. And was Steve Sr. there? Max, refresh my mind. Max said, I think that car wash is mainly Galina's business. I don't know, but was Steve Sr. even there? Why? He needs to be managing who's around who. He created this mess. What the fuck? Okay, Max said he wasn't there. I didn't think so. So Masha took it upon herself. Yeah, I think Masha needs to step off. Like, why are you inserting yourself after you did this to this woman? Crazy. So Galena obviously loses her mind. The problem is that there are like some investors there, or people from the bank or something, and she doesn't care. She's calling Masha a little prostitute with a smile on her face because Galena is gangster as hell. I just have no choice but to stand. She is laying into Masha. Masha is like trying to play victim, like, oh, I'm just so innocent being here. She is like a covert abuser because why are you showing up to this event? I don't think Masha had any place to be there, really. Oh, Max made a good point. Masha was not allowed at that wedding. Oh my God, I loved that part. Steve Jr. was like, are you strapping? You got a taser? When he was talking to the security for the wedding, oh my gosh, they did not want Masha there. And I think that is enough. That should be enough for Masha, or not Masha, Galena. If she watches this back, I mean, she's had to have watched this back already. But hopefully she sees that and understands, like, maybe that gives her some kind of validation that she needs to move forward, because clearly she doesn't get any closure from Steve Sr. or Masha. So hopefully, like, knowing that collectively they did choose Galena over Masha in the end, even though Galena flopped and fumbled hardcore. She wound up getting in an accident on the way to the wedding. She claimed she had anxiety and lost control of the car or something, and the G-Wagon was messed up. The police body cam footage showed them saying, like, we think you're under the influence and we want to give you a breathalyzer, and Galena declined it, which she has the right to do, and I would too, I guess. I don't know. A lawyer would probably say, yeah, that's the right thing to do. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice, but she declined, and then they brought her to jail, and they were saying, you know, we're going to let you go, but they took her blood. So I don't know what the protocol is from here, but I guess we'll find out. I did hear that season 3 was already filming, and that better not be a lie, because I need this show to come back. I need a reunion. I don't think they're going to do a reunion though, and I'm pissed about that. I'm so angry. What else happened? What else happened? Let's see. Oh, and then at the end of that episode 9, when Masha or Galena basically like forced Masha to leave, Masha was fighting with Galena's adult daughter. I forgot her name. I think it starts with an E. But what the fuck? That really bothered me. Like, why are you? No, not cool. That pissed me off. What else? And then the finale, I already mentioned that Galena got in the accident. We don't know what's going to happen, but Christy, Mama McBee, I'm always going to root for her and be on her side when it comes to Steve Sr., but I just wish she would go the fuck off on him. She's way too nice to him. I would not even look him in the eye. He doesn't deserve it. She's like, oh, our son just got married. We can hug. And like, that is the mature thing to do. But no, I wouldn't. Hell no. Stay the fuck away from me. Oh my God. Why won't she go off on him? I don't think she's ever gone off on him. That's why he's just like enabled. Ugh, can't stand him. Also, I just want to remind everyone about the time when Steve Jr. said he would rather make out with Galena than live with her for a week. And everyone was grossed out. I will never forget that. Like, I kind of love I do love when Steve Jr. sticks up for Galena, but then I think about him saying that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so weird. But speaking of Steve Jr., remember he invited Kala to the wedding, and she didn't show up. I love that so much. I was like, yes, Kala wins. Someone's like, no, Kala doesn't win. I'm like, yes, she did, because he invited her and she didn't show up. And she's the one who's actually taking action and breaking the cycle. And I don't know, they're going to be stuck in this cycle until she's financially independent and they're no longer supporting her. But I mean, it's a step. I'm going to root for these women, like, at any opportunity possible. Max said Steve Jr. and Kala are not together. Yeah, they're not together anymore, but they still talk, right? Galena, please come to BravoCon. Oh my gosh, please, please, please bring Galena to BravoCon. Oh, Max said, I don't understand Masha and Steve Sr.'s relationship. I think they are not official. After all that, he better marry that girl. This is like, they basically had their own Scandival. Masha is Raquel / Rachel. And Galena is Ariana. And Christy is Kristen Doty. Oh my gosh. That's wild. Okay, what else? Did I want to talk about anything else in this? Yes, I did. What did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I blame all of Galena's problems on Steve Sr. I just do. Oh, and I also hate the garter belt tradition. I thought that's what they were getting ready to do, but then when they actually did it, I was like, oh my God. Like, I think my stomach started to hurt. I hate that. Okay, I'm going to read off the end titles for each person. Galena is still working for the McBee family. I mean, that's good for season 3, I guess. She's starting to date. I would love to see Galena date. Anne has moved on from Steve Sr. Thank God. Steve Jr. and Kala have not seen each other since December, but they continue to text weekly. Yeah, he's going to text her weekly, even after he gets a new girlfriend, I bet. He's the type. Steve Jr. is dating again, but hasn't been on a second date yet. Yep, because he's probably calling Kala after every single date. Cole and Casey have not made any wedding plans. Don't forget, 2 weeks ago or a few weeks ago, she commented, I wasn't ready then, but I'm ready now. And then tagged Cole. Ugh, I wish she wouldn't, but whatever. I support other women. He hasn't been back to Nashville. Talking about Cole. Gross. His tongue is sticking out in this picture. Ugh. Jesse and Allie have been living together under one roof. Yay. In April, they welcomed a baby girl named Summer. So for those of you who did not know, I saw this on social media. So I kind of had a heads up before the wedding came, but I did hear or see on social media that Allie was pregnant during their wedding. And so if you look back, they weren't saying it probably like, that doesn't look good. That they don't want to be known as having like a shotgun wedding or whatever, but which I don't care about. I think it's whatever. But that means she was pregnant during their wedding, and did they really want Allie to get a prenup? And were they really expecting Jesse to ask her while she's pregnant a week before his wedding? Like, come on. And then the way that Steve Jr. was like, I think it was during or right before the wedding, he's like, well, you'll just get a post-nup. Like, if it was that easy, why did you give him such a hard time? They were like pressuring him. So now I don't know what's real and what's not, because what, like, was that whole storyline fake? Was he actually having anxiety? Obviously, he's going to marry her. She's pregnant with his baby. What was that all about? Don't play with me to my face. I mean, I'm happy for them, though. Good for them. They're like my favorite out of all of them, if I had to choose. Steve Sr. pleaded guilty to insurance fraud. He's waiting on sentencing, and he's looking up to 30 years. It was supposed to take place on September 9th, which I believe is Tuesday. It just got pushed back to October something, which I'm annoyed about. But if they are filming season 3, I'll allow it. Just as long as I need everyone's reactions. I need all of this. I need to see Galena petting her chicken, watching the whole sentencing go down with a smile on her face. Max said Steve Sr. is the next possible Bravo star to go to prison. I mean, we just got Karen Huger out. That makes room for one more, I guess. I mean, not like literally, but you know what I mean. Okay, that's it for the McBee Dynasty. Someone go to Gallatin. Go find out what's going on with season 3 and report back. Thank you for your service. Okay, what's next? Next, I actually didn't know what day new episodes of The Real Housewives of London come out. So I watched it yesterday, Thursday, but I guess it comes out on Tuesdays. And I never know if that means Tuesday night or like, did it come out? Was it released Monday night and then they put it out on Hayu on Tuesday morning? Like, ugh. The way that they release this stuff is just annoying. So I think what I'm going to do is watch Real Housewives of London on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. If it's available on Tuesdays going forward, since we don't have the McBee Dynasty anymore. And we have nothing going on Sundays. Ugh. Anyways, okay, let me read the last 2 episodes. Don't forget, this is on Hayu. This is not affiliated with Bravo, but we're inclusive of all networks. So, season 1, episode 2, betrayals and body tapping. An attempt at healing ends in disaster as Julia and Panthea go head to head again. I'll be honest, I didn't really like pay attention that much. I don't know. I wasn't into it. And I thought maybe like I wasn't going to be into this whole franchise. But then season 1, episode 3, baggage claim. The ladies head to the Cotswolds with a Louis Vuitton trunk full of emotional baggage. I think they got me. I think I'm hooked. I'm here for it. And the reason why I think it's going to be good is my first tweet where I felt like actually compelled to tweet. I felt strongly enough about something that I felt compelled to tweet after episode 1. I said, I don't like Panthea. Like, I really don't. She's been pissing me off so bad. She is filled with microaggressions and she's too much. She never shuts down. It's irritating to me. And that's how I know that she's going to be a great housewife, because she's going to deliver a lot, I think. And I say that in like a good way, I guess. Also, I didn't know anything about the Cotswolds. This is what I love about watching international franchises. I'm still hung up on them riding horses in the park that looked like the equivalent of Central Park. Like, I want to do that now, because you can't do that. Can you in Central Park? I've only seen like you can like go in a carriage, like you pay someone, but you can't just like bring your own horse to the park. Can you? No. That's wild. I just can't even, like, what are the logistics of it? Do you have your horse at home and, like, you bring your horse to the park? Are there horse lanes? I'm probably taking this way too far, but anyways, Panthea, she is so judgy. She's filled with microaggressions towards anyone too, it seems like. It seems like it's just her way of being, like she can't help herself. It's like a defense mechanism or something. We need to find out what this is rooted in because she can't help herself. She was talking about how they were asked to wear red, I think, at the Cotswolds, and her assistant, housekeeper, or whoever was there helping her, one of her employees, was wearing red. And she's like, oh, I hate red. You know, I think red is vulgar. I'm like, bitch, this lady is a see you next Tuesday. Because that kind of thing is it's such a nothing that if somebody gets mad over it, they look like the bad guy. But she's filled with those little jabs for no reason at all. Like, come on, lady. But I guess she's going to be a good housewife. She doesn't even own a brush or shampoo or conditioner. She does not wash her own hair. That is someone I don't know if I can trust. That makes me nervous. Really? You don't have a brush? I need proof. Is she being like serious? Not even a brush? Does she know how to wash her hair? What if her hair gets wet? Does she go straight to the salon? What if she's in the woods? What if she's in Cotswolds? Does she have someone come to her to wash her hair? Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, the Cotswold estate that Nessie has in her family, mwah, love it. I think I might like Nessie now. She still is a lot for me. Like, she is definitely type A, an overachiever, doing a lot. Like, I'm exhausted watching her and just listening to her describe all the things she does. And like the thought of her even maintaining all these multiple homes and children and guests, I'm just like, ugh, I'm sweating just thinking about it. But I love how she arranged a heli for the women to arrive. And I love that Karen declined because she only goes in helis with her entire family. And I like kind of get that. When she said her reason why, I was like, oh my God, that's like kind of how I think too. Like, if one of us goes, like, we're all going together. Like, we cannot leave anyone behind. It's too tragic. So I'm kind of with Karen on that one. But this is what I want. I don't want to see Gina and Emily on Real Housewives of Orange County. I want to see a heli. That's rich for helicopter. I want to see a heli land on the Cotswold estate. And I want to see Karen and Amanda and Panthea screaming at each other in the Sprinter van while Nessie is inside the beautiful, pristine Cotswold estate while playing classical music on the piano in a beautiful gown with diamonds. Mwah. Magnifique. I mean, I don't know if she was actually wearing diamonds, but whatever. Everything else is fine. Like, I'm sure she was wearing diamonds. Oh my God, I'm here for it. I love it. Again, it's on HeyU, so you need a VPN. I'm not going to, I guess you can find it for free some places, but I don't know those places. So I just downloaded a VPN, and then I was able to make my computer think that I was in the UK. And then I go to the heyu.com website and I have a subscription. And also, there are a ton of other international franchises of housewives on Hayu. So I'm hoping that when I get a chance, if I ever have downtime, I always say that, but I never do. If I get a chance, I want to binge all the other international franchises like Amsterdam, Melbourne. Do they say Melbourne or Melbourne? That's in Australia. I want to watch all of them. I think they have one in Cape Town. Where else? I don't know, but I want to watch them. Okay, let's move on to this mess of a show. What do we got here? Oh, by the way, there are after shows of the Real Housewives of London, which I don't think I got a chance to watch yet. Oh my God. Max said, "Hey, Alex." I think I've officially declared my Alex Baskin hater label today because I noticed we have Vanderpump Rules season 11, a marathon running on Bravo today. And it triggered me. Like the Valley season 2 has harmed us all. We're suffering through the Real Housewives of Orange County currently. Vanderpump Rules season 11 was brutal. They really fucked that up. Like Scandival was, you could not get anything better than, not better, like it was awful what happened, but it was like a beautiful train wreck. Like you can never get that kind of scandal the way that they got it on Vanderpump Rules season 10. But then when they tried to come back from that, that's when it was all over because they enabled Tom Sandoval to try to have like a redemption arc when it was too soon. It was too soon. We needed to see him on a solid apology tour, and we never really saw that. And so now it's just gone. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Alex Baskin? Oh, he pisses me off. Okay. Oh shoot, I forgot to put in the episode descriptions for OC and Miami, but I will look them up real quick. So we're going to cover the last 2 episodes. Not really. I'm just going to read the episode descriptions and then we'll go from there because I don't want to talk about this garbage. Okay, season 19, episode 8, Truth Tellers and Lie Detectors. Oh, this just pissed me off. Emily throws a Persian New Year party for the women, but has a surprise activity to uncover the truth behind the rumors swirling in the group. Heather's family's future is up in the air as she waits for offers on her LA mansion. Shannon receives dating advice from her father on his 96th birthday. Gina provides moral support to Gretchen after feeling betrayed by her close friend, Katie. I'm rolling my eyes. What else? Season 19, episode 9, Life's a Beach and Then You Cry. Following Emily's party, Katie believes she was set up and pleads her case to Jen. Gina recounts the frightening moment surrounding Matt's heart attack. That did sound scary. Emily shares that she and Shane are not seeing eye to eye when it comes to parenting Luke. Heather steps in to help broker peace. Tamara begins to mend fences with Jen, a turning point that ultimately leads to a sit down with Gretchen. I don't even know what to say about this stupid show. Hate it. I hate it so much. First of all, Katie Janela is being targeted and she got pushed out. You can even, I mean, the women are telling on themselves. Last night, what did Gina say? Was it Gina or Emily? They were like, oh, you don't have to worry about Katie. We took care of that or something along those lines. And I was just like, you're disgusting. Get off of my screen with your bad glam. Offensive glam. They are. And now we're getting even more of a look into Gina and Travis's situation with his ex. I heard somebody did a podcast, I think, and then I saw on social media, I can't remember the exact handle. I want to say it's the Christina Chronicles, but I could be wrong. I'll try to share it. But she did a summary, and it sounds like Travis's ex comes from a family that is very generous financially, and I guess she doesn't work and wanted child support from Travis, but Travis only makes like $50,000 a year or something, and that's why they're not getting divorced. But like, I don't even know if that's true, but just the mere fact that this level of detail of information on Travis and his ex-wife and their children is coming out makes me kind of sick. And I think it's gross that Gina brought this, or she's airing it out. It's not her shit, but also she's boring, so she has to talk about Travis's balls or Travis's ex-wife, or what else is she doing? Trying to yell at Katie, help Emily set up Katie. Like, that was ridiculous. It's so obvious. I'm offended by Emily and Gina thinking that we're stupid enough to fall for this crap. Like, we can see right through you. It's very obvious. Don't insult our intelligence. I'm offended by you, Gina and Emily. You make me sick. And Jen Pedranti, what a fall. Oh my gosh. She was like my number one MVP last season. And now she just clearly is not that bright, I think. I don't know if maybe she has like selective hearing, or like she is, I really don't know. I would like her to explain, because her crash out on social media after has been kind of wild. She's like, take your hate towards me and send it to Katie and positive energy or whatever. Like, girl, calm down. Like, she's like, oh, I don't know what all this race crap is. Girl, you really need to stop talking. Like, this is getting worse and worse, and they're digging their own hole. It's really bad. Max said this is all Slade's fault. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Matt Janella is sticking up for his wife, and there's mixed feelings on that from what I see on social media. Some people are like, yes, he's the only one I even believe. Others are like, I don't like when husbands get involved, whatever. Like, I think at this point, it's gone too far that I would step in too if I were him. And he has the receipts. He showed the receipts last night, and Slade, I don't want to get into the details of who said what. And like, I really don't care. I hate this whole season so far. But what I think is hilarious is that on March 9th of this year, Slade texted Matt, and we saw the screenshot. There's like the top of a screenshot that says Tamra Judge. It looked like her Instagram story, and it was pink, right? And I remember that day when Tamra posted that Instagram story saying that she quit and whatever. So I screenshotted it to remember it, because I was sure she was going to remove it, which I think she did. But I wasn't the only one who screenshotted it. I went back and looked at that screenshot, and it was that same day that Tamara posted it. Slade took a screenshot and sent it to Matt. Like, why does he even care? It's so wild to me. That to me says a lot. Why is he getting in the mix? Katie's right. He is Gretchen's bitch. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. I don't really care. I just know that I don't like what's happening with Katie. And I'm not like hardcore pro Tamara. I'm not, and I'm also not like totally against her. I just kind of check out when it comes to her because I don't think she can be in a housewife role anymore. She's a producer. She has her own podcast. She has her own media company with other podcasts underneath hers. Like, it just, I don't, did she admit it herself? I think she said on a podcast, like, I definitely act different in front of cameras. Like, of course she does. She's she's evolved. And I think that's okay. But I don't think we should try to keep forcing it anymore. I don't know why Alex Baskin loves this kind of overlap behind the scenes because he's also the podcast host for Bravo's Hot Mic podcast, where he's interviewing these people on his own shows. And I keep saying this, but it's really disturbing to me that he had Jax Taylor on that show. He's interviewing him and he's like, oh, okay, so you were struggling while you were filming? And Jax is like, yeah, I was hiding it. I had a problem and I didn't know what to do with it. And Alex Baskin, the host, is like, but production didn't know about it, right? And like, of course, Jax is like, oh yeah, production didn't know anything about it. Like, hello, this is a hostage situation. Oh my God. I hate this show. I blame Alex Baskin. And Alex Baskin, because I know you're watching, I'm not mad at you. Like, you can talk to me. I will not be confrontational. I am a very polite person, even though I see things differently and have a strong opinion. I'm still civil with people. Like, come on. What are you guys saying? Just Kelly is here. Justice for Katie. This is all Slade's fault. Just Kelly said Slade is taking his house husband responsibility a little too seriously. Oh, Max said Sheena is now involved. Yeah. So I've also, like, as before this started getting posted, I did see all this stuff about Sheena being involved in the storyline because don't forget she's friends with Kiki and somehow Sheena is involved. I don't care. Not that I don't care about these people or anything. Like, I feel kind of weird because I was hanging out with Kiki at BravoCon 2023 and I really like her as like in that setting that we were in. So I don't know. This whole thing is like very weird to me and it's something that I've been exploring and you can see it play out in Fandom Bitch, where the lines get blurred on, like, when you're a viewer or whether you're a part of the show or whether you're like a producer. Those lines are getting very blurred these days. And I find that part to be very interesting. So check out Fandom Bitch because we get into that stuff there. Let's see. Just Kelly said, and Emily is so nasty and unpleasant to watch, and her shtick has gotten really old. In my best Meredith Marks voice, she can leave. Hold on. Let me put on my Meredith bangs. You can leave. Security. Security. Did you guys know that when I wear these bangs, I get more views on YouTube? Isn't that weird? Okay. I got something to say about Emily because my kid, I said this, or I think I tweeted it a few weeks ago. I don't know what episode it was. Emily's like crying at her kitchen island or whatever to Shane. And the first time that I watched that, my kid walked by. I remember I was in the living room. She goes, I can't stand that lady. I was laughing because she doesn't know like what's going on. She's just like, it was like a drive-by. She's like, bleh. And I'm like, yeah, she sucks. Last night, I was waiting for the new shows to come on. I'm in my room this time. My kid comes in to like talk about school or something. And that scene is on again. And she's like, what is wrong with this lady? And I was like, oh my gosh, you really don't like her. And she's like, I don't know, just look at her. And I go, do you know last time you walked by and said, I can't stand that lady? She goes, well, then I definitely don't like her. And you know that I'm telling the truth because I totally forgot about the other time, which she makes a valid point. So I was like, wow. Okay. Max said DJ Meredith Marks. Yo, I'm about to start a DJ Meredith Marks DJ business. A tribute to Meredith Marks as a DJ. That's my plan. Let's see what else. I don't want to talk about OC anymore. Sick of it. We got more shows. All right. Real Housewives of Miami. Season 2, episode 13. Next stop, Marbella. I really want to go to Marbella. It almost looks fake, like not real. It looks so gorgeous. I want to go there. Okay, the episode description is the ladies jet off to Marbella, but Alexia and Marisol refuse to get on board with Stephanie's rules. Lisa makes an important announcement about her marriage. She's divorced. Woohoo! I love that me and Lisa Hochstein announced our divorces the same week, essentially. We did, because I announced it last Monday. Anyways, a birthday celebration turns into a screaming match in the middle of the Plaza de España. Okay. I have to look up the description for the latest episode. Season 7. Did I say season 2 before? Season 7, episode 14. I'm fixing that now so I don't do that again next time. Okay. Navigating friendships. Back in Miami, Lisa pressures Jody about their future. Oh my God, she's so funny. Kiki confronts her dad about their past. That was wild. Marisol takes the ladies aboard a luxury cruise despite how things ended abroad. A night of divided dinners closes with a surprising striptease. So I didn't know. Actually, when that cruise took place, somebody sent me footage of them on the cruise because one of the Bravo and Blaze followers was on that same cruise. I'll have to repost that, but it's somewhere on my feed. Let's see. What did we say about Miami this week? Thank God for Miami because I really, really, really do not like OC. Let's see. Miami. Oh my God, Lisa. Lisa's so funny. I love this divorce, Lisa. I love her away from Lenny. I love Jody, but I don't even care if she stays with Jody. Like, I just love how she's starting to set boundaries for once and she's sticking up for herself. And she's even recognizing that people don't like that. And I love that for Lisa. I think this is a great new chapter for her. And she's hilarious. In Marbella, she's like, oh, I feel so fancy. I feel like I should act classier. Does anyone have any Grey Poupon? I lost it when she said that. Also at one point, Lisa thought the top of this umbrella, I'm not sharing the image, but it's on my feed on Instagram or on Twitter. But she thought the top of an umbrella was Jesus. And I was dying because it actually does look like Jesus. But then I was thinking of Mary Cosby. Like, did Mary Cosby send this Jesus? What did Lisa do to Mary Cosby? And then let's see. Last night. Okay. Nautical Steph comes out. I did not believe for 1 second that Nautical Steph was going to be chillin'. I don't see that in her. Even, I guess her version of chillin' is like still kind of uptight. She's like ready to exercise and has outfits for everyone. And Marisol's like, bitch, please. No, thank you. The scene with Kiki and her father was really crazy to me because he literally was He said the words, "Nothing is my fault." And I just like cannot take anyone who says something like that seriously. Like, what do you mean nothing is your fault? That is your child who was kicked out when she was a teenager by your wife. Hello? What are you talking about? Oh my God. You know what? Just the only thing to do is try to break generational trauma, I guess. And it looks like Kiki is doing that. But her father's like trying to make her feel like, oh, it's because of me that you're able to. Like, shut up, dude. I don't like that. When they said Lisa is pressuring Jody, that was so funny because she did in their one scene together. She's like, I feel weird not being a missus. Like, it's kind of like weird to be someone's girlfriend. And Jody was not taking the bait. He was just like, mm-hmm. And she's like, but I'm not in a rush to get married or anything. So there. She's so funny. I love her. Excuse me. Also, I laugh every single time they show the picture of Marcus doing coke. I wonder if Larsa was like, first of all, they're accusing Larsa of having something to do with that picture, which I don't know if that's true. Like, I feel like that's a stretch, but maybe it's true. I don't know. That's like pretty crazy if she did have something to do with it. But regardless, I wonder if Larsa is like telling production, yeah, air that picture. Every opportunity you get, let's show it as many times as possible. And I wonder what Michael Jordan thinks of this. And I wonder if he thinks this is worse than the body cam footage of when Marcus got arrested when was it a Lambo or Ferrari? It was one of those, I feel like. It was his car, his vehicle was on train tracks with a woman in the passenger seat. When the cop walked up to the car, she with the flashlight, the girl rolled up her window. That body cam footage is wild. And then he was like, and then Marcus said, oh my gosh, sorry about that. Then Marcus was telling the cop, he's like, oh, my father is Michael Jordan. I wanted to die. And then I guess Max said this in the chat. Marcus requesting a Mariah Carey song. He requested them to play Mariah Carey in the cop car when he was handcuffed. Oh my God. That was so crazy. So I wonder what does Michael Jordan think about those two separate isolated incidents and which one is worse? What do you guys think? Oh my gosh. Wait, Max said Lisa is Canadian and her family is from Jamaica? What? Lisa's family is from Jamaica? I don't think so. Just Kelly said, even though Miami is kind of weird this season, it's still hands down better than OC. Oh, 100%. OC is just disgusting rage bait created by someone sick and twisted, in my opinion. Just Kelly said, congrats, Jenny. Onward and upward. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what else? Wait, they really are from Jamaica? Her mom and aunt visit her and they have that accent? Lisa Hochstein? Are we talking about Lisa Hochstein? Who are we talking about? Okay. What else with Miami? Oh, Miami's Oh my gosh, Marisol. See, this is what Marisol is perfect for. In one moment, Lisa Hochstein is trying to say legit and literally, and Marisol helped her out. She's like, legiterally. And I screamed. I love these ladies. I love how they keep things light. Although Adriana last night kind of made me feel depressed, especially because it was her that was saying what she was saying. She's like, I don't want to celebrate my birthday. You know, there's a lot of ageism out there. Bitch, I saw your Instagram. You look like you're 20 years old. What are you talking about? If she's having a hard time, that makes me depressed because I don't think I'm going to look like J-Lo or Adriana DeMora when I'm 50 or 60. Or maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. But damn, girl, someone needs to snap her out of that. She's like, oh, people will use it against you if you tell them how old you are. Like, then what age should we tell them, Adriana? Oh my God. We can't help that we're aging. I have never, until last night, I really have never felt like bad about aging. Adriana really kind of hit me with it last night, though. Oh my gosh. Wait, just Kelly said, I've lived in Chapel Hill since MJ played ball at UNC. He's a legend here. His son's behavior is beyond embarrassing. I want to know what he thinks. Okay, what else about Miami? Anything else? Larsa got a little tipsy, showed her boob for free. Is anyone a member of her OnlyFans? I want to know, like, what's that experience like? No judgment. I just want to know. Max said, Adriana can still get it, right? She's so hot, especially for a 6-year-old. Is she 60? I don't know. All right, let's move on to Project Runway, which is on Hulu. So it's not Bravo anymore, but I still love it. Season 21, episode 6, hit the streets. The designers must step up their game as they are asked to create a streetwear look that speaks to their individual brand. Season 21, episode 7, Runway Rodeo. Wait a minute. If it's season 21, then is it still owned by like the same production company? Like, when do you have to start a new season? And then don't forget they had like other, not Project Runways, but like other fashion type of shows, fashion competitions that were very similar that Heidi was a part of. And like, there's a lot of swapping around. I need to find out what happened behind the scenes. Anyways, Runway Rodeo, episode 7. The designers saddle up for a wild ride as their next challenge requires them to create a modern take on Western chic. Okay, I'm not going to go through like all the details of these last 2 episodes, but I will tell you what I love about Project Runway and why I will always love Project Runway is that it can still draw me in enough to get me to cry over someone being eliminated. And some people might be like, why would you want that? But like, I love that. Like, I want to feel those emotions. I want to cry. Make me cry. If you can make me cry, like, that's like an accomplishment, I think, as a producer, storyteller. Not too much though, like American Ninja Warrior, they kind of like lost me because they were getting too much into the sappy stories. Like I like the OG American Ninja Warrior before it got like really popular. Just like I used to like J-Lo as a fly girl until she turned into J-Lo. Same with Beyonce. Loved her when she was with Destiny Child, but then I don't know, just kind of like fell off. Then I heard all that other stuff during the Diddy spiral. Ugh. Anyways, getting sidetracked. Something about, I don't know, maybe it's the way that Project Runway is edited. Like the way that they tell the stories of the designers brings me in more emotionally, like I said. And that's what I absolutely love in a reality TV show. Another similar show that deeply touches my soul at that depth is So You Think You Can Dance. Like sometimes they will have dance routines that will bring me to tears. And I really appreciate creativity and art in all different forms. So I love to see all of that creativity. I love to see the personality of the designers. And sometimes the designers truly take my breath away with their creation. So I'm just like obsessed. I like seeing the process. I think that whole getting to see the beginning to end, it gives it more impact to the end result. And in my opinion, so I just will forever love Project Runway. Also, this season, what I love, that's going on. We're only in episode 7, but there's twins this season. And one of the twins was on an old season of Project Runway. He's back for his second time, and it's his twin brother's first time. They're like kind of a team. Obviously, they're twins, and I think they're identical, but they're still working individually, and it's a competition. So although they're still like twinning and like helping each other out in the competition, other people are going. And then this last one, I'm sorry for the spoiler. The twins had the 2 best looks, and the one who didn't win was so mad that his twin brother won. And I was dying because I'm like, oh my God, this is so funny, because one minute they're like, you better not mess with my brother. And then the next he's like, oh my God, I got to beat my brother. And it's just too funny, because also there's this this woman VJ who just loves to fuck with them. She's going so hard. She's like, we got to get rid of them. We got to mess, like she's trying to mess with them, accusing them of like plagiarism. Just, oh my God, it's so messy and funny, but I love it. I love this show. And that show has an after show. I forgot to mention that OC and Miami also have after shows that I am caught up on, but like whoever's doing Bravo programming needs to wake up, because they are giving us hardly anything on Sunday. To me, it's nothing. Monday, they doubled up with Below Deck and the McBee Dynasty. Fine. They can make it up for Sunday, I guess. But then nothing on Tuesday, nothing on Wednesday. Then they give us 2 housewives on Thursday night, and they give us 2 after shows. That's like 4 hours of television consuming. And I squeezed in Project Runway. You're welcome. Doing the Lord's work. But yeah, why are they doing that to us? I don't like it. And I didn't catch up with the after show on Project Runway yet, so I'll probably do that sometime this weekend. What are some other things that I've been watching? I watched The Unknown Number on Netflix, a documentary about the lady who was catfishing her daughter. Someone told me they think the daughter might be in on it, and that just totally fucked me up. Like, I have to go watch it again. Kind of like Vanderpump Rules season 11. Now that it's on right now today, I was like, wait a minute. Because when the whole Sheena and Brock thing came out, Sheena released her book, and then she revealed that Brock was cheating. I didn't go back and watch. I'm like, this is annoying, honestly. Why did she do this? It actually, I think, helps Alex Baskin more than anyone, because now people are going to want to go back and watch that season of when she wasn't telling the truth. And so I tweeted, I'm like, wait a minute. So Sheena knew that Brock cheated throughout all of season 11 filming of Vanderpump Rules. And someone said yes, which I don't know if that's true. But if that's true, I'm so disgusted, because Brock was like trying to school Ariana. He's like jumping in saying like, dude, you got to understand, you messed up, and like trying to police Sandoval. It's like, you of all people, come on, dude. And then Sheena getting mad at, who was she getting mad at? She's like getting mad at Sandoval, but then also like complaining like, when is it going to be about me? Like, what? And you knew that your own husband was cheating at that time? Not cheating at that time, but she found out that he cheated. Like, this makes no sense, and it's annoying to me. Are you guys annoyed? Max said, Salt Lake City will be back soon. Woohoo! I'm a little stressed about that. It is my favorite, but it stresses me out. I can't like cover it the same way that I cover these other shows. Just Kelly said, can't wait for Salt Lake City. Max said, 1 more month, Potomac. Yes. We do have new stuff coming, but it doesn't matter, because you guys can find out the behind the scenes of what Juno Monroe has been going through on Fandom Bitch. It's officially live. Episodes 1 and 2 are available to stream on last week's episode of Bravo and Blaze, the audio podcast on YouTube and on Patreon. Episodes 3 and on are exclusively on Patreon. Check out Fandom Bitch and let me know in the comments who you think the drama lebs remind you of in the story. I'll never confirm or deny, but I will laugh. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube at Jenny Blaze. Push the like button, comment, and share this with your Bravo crew. Follow everywhere on social media at Bravo and Blaze, and leave a 5-star review for the podcast so more people can join in on the fun. And of course, sign up at patreon.com/Bravo and Blaze for Fandom Bitch and all the exclusive extras. Until next time, I just want you all to remember to keep blazing and to stay lit. I will see you next week.